What up, guys? This is a very sad day for me. This is tip number 30. We hit it. 30 out of 30. I wanted to leave you with the best tip that I can share. If I can take all the wisdom that I've learned in the last 36 years or 36 times around the sun, there is one thing that I've learned for myself in my life that has held true still to this day. Have I heard other people talk about it too? Yes. But I had experienced it for me. And that is, there is no rules in life except the ones you dictate for yourself. There are no rules in life except the one you dictate for yourself. If you think something's impossible, it's impossible. If you think something can be achieved, it will be achieved. If you think something sucks, it's going to suck. If you think something's great, it's going to be great. If you want to be successful, you can follow other people's footsteps, but it's the rules of what you dictate that's going to make that happen. Everything in your life is dictated by you. There are no rules written to the sky of how we should be. It doesn't exist that way. In my first book, Rediscover Your Greatness, I talked a lot about this in my chiropractic journey. I wanted to be super successful, but not successful from a financial standpoint, successful from an impact standpoint. I wanted to be able to help anyone, and I humanely possibly can. Pull them away from a medical model or have them understand really more about what the medical model is, understanding the choices they can give you, and then understanding more about your health, your body, and how to empower it. That has been my vision since I became a chiropractor. It still is my vision to this day. It hasn't changed. It's about empowering individuals to realizing their true potential. And I love doing what I do every single day, especially when I can help kids the most who need it, especially in this day and age, and so much more. So those are, when it comes to the rules, though, I was reading everybody about how I'm supposed to be, what marketing techniques I'm supposed to do, how I'm supposed to practice this way, how I'm supposed to set up my office, how, right? They're all telling me what I should be doing. And I thought those were the ways to do it. But after wall after wall after wall, it wasn't working out. So I had to do something different. So I started creating rules of what I wanted to see, how I wanted to see my success, what I had to do. And it's fascinating because when I did that, things changed pretty quick. And over a couple of years, we shifted gears to be a pediatric office. And within 4 to 6 months, I shared this in my book, we 6-7 times the percentages of what we saw. It was crazy. But it was a passion. It was a rule. I was following rules that weren't dictated by me. I was following other people's rules. And I started to create my own rules of how my life can be dictated, the codes I'm going to follow, the non-negotiables, and all those things. And my life transformed. And I do this now in every aspect of my life. Sometimes people go, well, that's the wrong way to do it. You know what, though? But it works for me. I created it. It works for me. I'm happy with it. I'm hitting certain levels with it, and that's all that matters. And so it's one of those things where in your life, what are you doing that you're listening to others dictating you how you should do things instead of you doing it? I love groups and I don't love groups. I love groups because you can have a common cause, people work together and so much more. But the negative side of a group, which there are some, is that you don't think for yourself anymore. You think from an individual group setting. And the problem with the group is that they're only going to grow all together and not allow you to express yourself differently. I think this is why I've been a big rebel with groups. I'm not like, I can join groups, be part of them. I can see the vision, but I'm not going to get deeply involved because I like to be a free thinker. I like to set the I like to beat the drum. I like to dance to the beat of my own drum. I like to move the way I want to move. It's not that I'm egotistical when I say that. It's just I have a vision of how I want to do things. And sometimes it doesn't clash. It doesn't meld with a lot of others. And so all these journeys that I've went through, it's taught me. There are no rules except the rules you dictate for you. And one of the biggest ones is what you believe in. If you believe in a certain way, then that's the reality of what you will experience. But if you change your belief systems, you start changing the rules. Like I stated at a young age, I would not go through the experiences of what other people I saw growing up, my family, friends, the culture I grew up, the community I grew up. I saw the suffering. I saw the things that they valued and all these things. And it was just like, I'm not going to have that life. I'm not. I don't care what it takes. I don't care if it takes me 40 years to get there. I don't care if I have to go through all the struggles in the world. In my head, I made a choice that I was not going to experience that. Or when it comes to health, right? Family fear, a lot of people fear about something or genetics or this. I was like, that's not going to happen for me. I'm not allowing it. I'm not opening the door to that. I dictate the rules for me. And I know that as long as I'm dictating the rules and I follow those rules and I live by those rules, those experiences are going to be what it is. Because at the end of the day, everything starts and ends with you. You can either take my word on that or study the 10,000 plus near-death experiences when people who've had them all said, this is a common thread that they shared. I didn't study all 10,000 of them, but I studied over 1,000 in 3 years. And what I've learned is that they all found out when they passed, before they came back, they found out that everything starts and ends with them. It's what they believed. It's what they saw. It's what they dictated. It's what they believed and said, this is how things will be. That's what it ended up being. And when you can let that ego get out of its way, because the ego is more of saying, hey, no, this is what you've experienced. This is what it is. Instead, you got to be like, F that. That's my past. But that's not me now going forward. Create the rules of your life. Take charge of your life, because at the end of the day, it starts and ends with you. It starts and ends right here. That's why I've been passionate about mindset. I've been passionate about becoming a mindset catalyst, which really is about transforming people in a way faster, being that enzyme to activate them of what's inside them, to really inspire them, to open the mind, to start to see things for what reality really is and how they can get back into stepping into their power. I hope you enjoyed these 30 tips. Go back, refresh them, check them out again. I have them on YouTube. They'll be on my Facebook. You can check them on my IGTV. I posted them out there, and I'm leaving them out there just for you guys to have, enjoy. Any comments, questions, any way I can help in the process, let me know. Shoot me a message. Grab a couple of my books. Those are things you can do. Join me on my email list so that way you're not missing out on a lot of things that I'm doing. I'm going to be launching out some new programs. We're doing a lot of work right now on the back end to really get deeper of like what really can really create some big transformation in people's lives, and how can we do that? And we're trying to create our own unique way with this so that we can really create some bigger inspiration, help lighten up the world a little bit more, raise the vibe, and really start to see a huge shift through humanity. I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. Namaste. I mean that. The light in me respects and honors the light within you. That this journey of these last 30 days has been fun for me to share. I had to really think of what things could I share with you guys. And it's been fun. I realized there's a lot more I could share. And I'll still continue to do videos. It will be way less frequent than every day. But I'll still continue to share the tips, videos, image posters, and inspirations, and so much more. So stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram if you're not. Follow me on Facebook at Dr. Vic Manzo. Instagram's Dr. Vic Manzo. I have that in the notes below. You want to grab a copy of my book, it's below. I got both 1 and number 2 there. And then also anything that I'm up to and what I'm doing, you guys can get tested on my email and so much more. Any questions you have, my email is below. Go ahead and shoot a message. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time, keep rocking and rolling.